name is...
Perfect.
Good morning, everybody. Hello, and welcome once again to me trying to go through a visual novel, but this time now in the morning, because in the afternoon/evening we're gonna be doing some anime bullshit. Are y'all with the bullshit today? I hope so, cause I am right now. Why? It's a long fucking story, and I'll probably tell you guys never. Needless to say, though, we got a whole lot of nonsense here today for y'all in the Earl Mountain Inn. Where, let me just make sure that okay. Let me just also set up the music for when we're done with the stream itself. Alright, everything is, A-okay. I don't know, because I ain't really watching the stream on my phone. I'm on the dashboard because I don't want to hear myself in the morning. I am pissed. Most because I woke up so early. And also, I gotta look through this shit again. Oh my god, girl. Get your room straight. Is that a shirt? Is that a shirt on your TV? Like, how many noodles, bitch, cups do you have to own, woman? Like, god dang. And Becca, girl, you need to get your life together. I'm sorry. You just really need to get your life together and stop being such a bitch. And what is with all these stuffed animals, like, sprawl around like this? And why is your underwear in the corner? Like, child, I'm not even like 5 minutes in, I got like so many fucking complaints about this girl and her lifestyle. This is just atrocious. This is trash. This shit is trash. Anyway, my eyes snapped open. For an instant, I didn't immediately register where I am. What? Oh, it doesn't immediately register where I am. I just can't read today. What? And I'm a voice actor. Oh, god damn it. Let me just get all of these notifications off, because I am really not up for too much. Anyway. Both my back and shoulders ache after I fallen asleep all hunched up the night before. What the fuck were you doing? Drenched in sweat, the nest of pillows I often keep around me feels more suffocating than comforting. I let my eyes adjust to the bright morning light streaming through my window and allow my breathing to slow down before untangling myself from the pile. Oh my lord, that sounds so... Ugh! What does that mean when you go, ugh? Well, ugh! It's just what happens. You're just like, bruh, I know that mood so well that I got no words, but ugh! Anyway, enough of me explaining ugh to y'all. I haven't had a single dream since coming to Luxembourg, or at least none that I can recall having. It's a shame because they used to be so vivid. Not the crazy vivid, but the more pleasant kind I'll tell my siblings about. What kind of... Are you like having those dreams? Like, I had a dream that we went to Mars. And for some reason, while we were on Mars, there was a guy with a greenish brown afro hanging around with a former police officer in a red spaceship somewhere, getting bounties before taking in this one treasure thief from back in the day that woke up from a intergalactic space coma with a super genius man, boy, they, them, whatever pronoun they are, and a corgi while trying to get all the money before they all went their separate ways. And the man with the afro supposedly died, but we don't know how he died or if he actually is alive and is turned into a supervillain. We don't know any of this because we don't know, because Shinichiro Watanabe is kind of crazy. Was it one of those dreams? Because let me tell you, I've been there. I've had my own Cowboy Bebop dreams, except every time I have those dreams, it's that one psychotic loony guy in the top hat that beats up Spike non-stop, and I'm like, bruh, how does this psychotic man get away with everything? Until the end of the episode, but whatever. Maybe it's just the stress of living alone. The knowledge that I always wake up in an empty apartment with no one to tell stories to, and no one to tell me that I'm a super fucking pig. I mean, look at how I've left my own room with papers on the floor, with 2 cups of noodles bitch, and I would say 1, 2, 3, 4 cups of noodle bitch in the whole tables areas, and then 6 in the trash can, because we only see 3 on top, but I assume there's more just stacked there. How I just only mark things on calendar but not really explain those dates. How I left the news on to talk about how Prince Harry is now King Harry with the Middleton lady and all that sort of stuff. How my computer looks like it hasn't been charged in mere days, and how all those photographs there are just great concept art for what could have been. Oh, Jesus gracious.
What time is it?
Time to clean your shit, woman. Habit forces me to look over at the clock, even with the soreness weighing heavily on my shoulders and the compulsion to never leave my bed for the day. But mostly the habit with the soreness weighing heavily on my shoulders. In a heartbeat, I'm open.
Oh man, of all the times to oversleep! Towel? Towel! Where's my towel?
Have you checked the non-trash heap part of your room? Admittedly, it's a weekend, as an unspoken rule that entitles me to extra hours of sleep. But if Rose didn't kill me yesterday, she sure as hell will now. And right after what happened. Oh Lord, 1 box of donuts as peace offering won't be enough the second time round. And my computer's having its daily conniptions, y'all. I'm just gonna pause for a minute. Someone in the future remind me to make a donation goal for a new computer, cause this is like, I don't even need like a fancy one that's like several $1,000s. I just need like a new computer to just run stuff on street. That should be just like what, $500-600. It's not that bad. Like, I'm not looking for something super fancy. I'm just looking for something so I don't have to hear this all the time when I'm streaming. When I'm editing and doing voice acting, it's like, whatever, I can schedule and deal, I guess. But when I'm streaming, just know. Anyway. Grabbing my towel, I'm already a few short steps away from the bathroom when a muffled ringing breaks out from my bag. There's a moment of indecision at first, my mind conflicted whether I should just ignore it or answer it. But what if it's Rose? Or worse, our boss? Oh sheesh. In the end, the rational part of my brain wins out. The letter from yesterday peeks out when I pull the device out. Just the sight of it is enough to put me in a foul mood, and it takes every force of will for me to ignore it in favor of answering the cell. The colored earrings, Mama.
Huh?
It's around 4:45 in the Philippines right now.
That's an unusual time for them to call.
Not really, man. Like, I'll call my kids at random times during the day, if I remember to, because they know my memory is like that of a goldfish. Usually it's around noontime here, and I'm the one calling, not the other way around. Better for them to use that money on something else than an international call. Regardless, in the most cheerful tone I can gather.
Hello?
Hello? Grace? How are you?
Mama! I'm doing okay. How are you guys over there?
We're good. EJ won a storytelling contest at school the other week. Brought home a medal. I thought you should know.
There's a tired lilt in her voice as she speaks. It's been there since Papa had to leave his job. I mean, for the Philippines, like, this is just real life connotation. The Philippines, it's usually the ladies that are out in other parts of the world sending money back to the Philippines while the dads are stay-at-home parents to do stuff. So, honestly, until Manny Pacquiao did his thing, like, a lot of mail was from the Philippines, kind of had it like either or about the job market, because in the Philippines it's kind of iffy a little bit. And let me just get some of these notifications off my god dang feet. Like, oh my god, y'all, I enjoy every person I talk to, but I'm just trying to at least get some momentum going this morning before I make breakfast. I wish there's something I could do for her. You could send her money, but from miles away like this, the least I'm able to do is make her worry. If only my older brother will actually lend her a hand, but Lord knows if that'll ever happen. Where is that story, though? Odds are, Kuya Jordan's already out drinking right now. Again. I can't count on my older sister either, knowing she has a family of her own, and, well, 8 Anne's financial situation isn't exactly great right now, having ran herself knee-deep in debt.
Great! That's great! Tell him congratulations from me. And let him know I'm gonna send him a little something extra this Christmas.
I'm sending 2 DVDs instead of 1!
How about Nico? Karen? Michael? I hope they're okay?
They're doing well. They wanted to talk to you, but they're all busy with school.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh no, that's fine. I don't want to bother them. Just tell them to keep doing their best for me. I'll just call back when I know they're not busy.
See?
And Papa? How's Papa doing?
He's watching his stories like General Hospital. I don't understand the appeal. I told him to watch Cable Girls on Netflix because it's so much better, but he's like, no, the drama is too real. Ah, sweet. Anyway, it's a so I wasn't talking with Sweet about the game. I was talking about this thing I applied for and totally forgot. Mostly because I think they forgot to until just now. It's a subject I'm a bit hesitant to broach from the way Mama's voice hitched. She doesn't want to bring it up either. Wait, where was this? Wait, where was this place? I don't even remember. I applied to so many places to like new. Anyway.
Papa. Grace, he's having a little difficulty right now. Weak appetite, he's having trouble swallowing, and lost a few pounds. But the doctor said we should keep encouraging him. It just means his body's accepting his new treatment well. The money you sent last time helped a lot to pay for it, by the way.
Oh, I see. That's good.
I won't deny that life has gotten tougher for our family. Used to be easy back when Papa was in good shape. But ever since he was diagnosed with a sickness 5 years ago, he had been unable to provide for us. Now the burden of feeding 8 mouths and settling Papa's bills all rest on my shoulders. Although Mama makes a little, accepting sewing and laundry jobs in the neighborhood, it's scarcely enough to cover the cost of living day to day. let alone the bloated hospital bills. We can't even expect help from our own government because the health insurance there barely covers anything. That is a real life fact, though. And I honestly, that's probably just something I don't really remember when I was there last time. I don't know if it's gotten better in the Philippines, but last time I was there, health insurance was not the best. And it's kind of why women from the Philippines left there to go get money elsewhere to send back to their families, usually just of a small family of a husband, wife with several kids, or it's sometimes the children themselves going out to get money for the parents. So I get this. Does not excuse the fact that Isabella's an annoying fucking character.
I'm sure he'll get better soon. Is he well enough to talk? Do you think I'll be able to speak to him, Ma?
Silence. I start to think that the call got caught in tail.
Listen, Grace. Maybe it's better if we transfer Papa to a different hospital. Somewhere cheaper?
What? Why? Did something happen? Is it the deposit issue again? Give me the hospital's number. I'll talk to them.
No, it's nothing bad. The service here is good. Too good. Even the doctors. But I'm worried you're working yourself to the ground because of it.
I like characters like this, but I'll save that for later.
Mama, we've been through this before. I want the best for Papa. And don't worry about the bills or the medicine, or me for that matter. I can handle myself. Everything's going well here. In fact, we're about to close a large sale.
We is a strong term. Hopefully. If not, then we'll find another way. She does need to know that. Sorry, Mama. You taught me not to lie. You have to look at what I'm doing.
I'll have money to send over soon to cover the rest of Papa's treatment. And there's more than enough for Karen, Nico, Michael, and EJ's school tuition, too.
And not enough for me to actually get some sort of change together to do my laundry because, oh my god!
Thank you so much, dear. I appreciate it. We all do. But I just wish you'd come home to us soon.
Kailan ka uwi? When are you coming home? EJ, the youngest, used to be the only one asking me that. How do you respond to a question you don't have a definite answer to? 5 years later, I still can't give them a straight one. I smile, though Mama can't see it. I fight to keep my lips from quivering, my voice from shaking. She's got enough on her plate as it is. No need to weigh her down with unnecessary concerns.
Promise me you'll be there to welcome me when I do, okay?
Of course. I'm sorry, Grace. I need to take this for a while.
There's a small commotion on the other end. The sounds of gates opening, the voice of a kid, EJ, talking excitedly about his day at school, the tapping of feet on the floorboards as he runs. It's been years since I went home, but I can still picture that whole scene in my mind. How tall is he now? Are the neighborhood kids bullying him now that I'm not around? Did Mama rearrange the furniture in the living room again? What are they having for dinner today? Did they remember to Devo the Masked Singer for me? Because I heard that's a really nice show. Except for when they kicked off Dwayne for the robot, and no one really knows that Jesse McCartney is really the turtle. Anyway, I missed him. I missed him so much.
It's okay, Ma. I need to go too. I've got work today. I'll call again soon, alright?
On a Saturday? Oh, never mind. Take care of yourself, dear. I love you.
I love you. Bye.
It ends with a soft click, leaving half-truths and empty promises hanging in the air. God, I'm starving! What is wrong with me? Why do I stream when I'm either hungry or tired? Or sometimes both. Why do I do this to myself? Closing my eyes for a moment, I take a deep breath and shake away the thoughts beginning to swim inside my head. Sorry. Text message. It's pointless to mull over these things right now.
Okay, Isabella. Time to get that mansion sold.
If you can do your job. Unfortunately, before I can take a single step away from my phone, it rings again. No doubt Mama forgot to say something.
Mama? Did you forget anything?
Excuse you? I'm too young to be your mom. Are you still sleeping?
Bitch!
Hold on, never mind that. Get yourself in the office. Hurry!
Office? What about the open house? Oh no. Is it Sir John? Did he hear about yesterday? Oh god, oh god, oh god! I'm gonna get yelled at, aren't I? What do I do? I'll buy you an extra box of donuts if...
No, it's nothing like that. Will you calm down?
No!
Get yourself here, alright? I'll tell you everything then.
There's the telltale din of several feet shuffling against the wooden flooring and indistinct yelling in the background before Rose cuts the connection. That isn't in any way comforting. But it's enough reason for me to hastily discard my phone and finish my shower in record time. Man, I'm starving! Why do I do this though? I've asked this question already, but I'm like, matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna put on the BRB screen and get me a small snack.
Take someone's eye out. Besides, you're saying it wrong. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Perfect. Grammarly does more than catch errors. With Grammarly, you can find really good, no, perfect words that make your writing sharp, or explicit, or excellent, or distinctive. As a matter of fact, for what it's worth, Grammarly can, yeah, that's long. We can get rid of that, and this, good, and this, or how about this? Yep. Grammarly helps you be concise. If your tone might make someone feel like this, Grammarly can remind you. It would help if you soften your tone. And if you need the support, Grammarly encourages you to write confidently. Because the better we all communicate, the better we connect. Grammarly, helping you connect. Go to Grammarly.com and download today.
Here's Curry again. Way downtown. Oh, what a shot from Curry!
The hardest thing in the NBA, talent-wise, everybody's kind of up here. I try everything. There's science behind it. I give it a try.
We've taken our bioceramic technology and woven it into the actual yarns. So when you're training, you can actually increase the blood flow.
To be honest, like, those are the little details that can separate you from the next guy out there.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff.
Sorry about that, y'all. We back. I'm just super hungry, but I got some snacks. And I got cookies. So far, stream is holding together nicely. Anyway, I make it to our office within 20 minutes of leaving my apartment, completely disheveled and out of breath. I can kind of relate to that last one because I'm still choking on the cookie. Oh my god! A feat if I take into account my usual travel time. Routine clamor, coming to BRC's Luxembourg office greets me as soon as my feet crosses the threshold. Papers rustling, telephones ringing at sporadic intervals, agents talking at varying levels, staff moving about, and...
Where the hell is C? Where are my employees?
And where is my action? Sort of moments here. I am very confused. And where's Robin Hood? You're not that, Little John, Sir John. Oh, hush up, you! I know who I am, you son of a...
What the actual fuck, guys? Of all the times to disappear without notice.
Bruh, I could have done this role. Then again, I didn't really want to or knew that this was a thing, so therefore, Nestle, that's fine. My boss's words turned muffled as someone else closes the door to his office, likely the work of our HR manager. Throughout the past weeks, he's been in a bad mood over a few employees who have failed to report to work. I hear they're still trying to get a hold of them, but to no avail. The result is half their workload has been shifted to all available staff so as to not lose clients. Not to remind the extra work, if anything, it means I'll have more to send to my family back home. Although the rumors of a branch closing circulates because of this is indeed a bit worrisome. My bag barely... Stop it. Stop clawing at the chair. My bag barely touches the top of my table when Rose pulls me aside.
Here, I need you to help me with these papers.
That's what we here for, woman! We could have done this if you just mailed it to our house. You piece of
If you could also get these signed and photocopied before lunch today, that would be great.
One after another, she thrust a bunch of paperwork in my hands without explanation. A paper flutters away from the top of the pile, and I lean down to pick it up. My eyes scan the top of the page as I straighten. A purchase and sale agreement. Rose simply gestures her thumb in the direction up our visitor center when I tilt my head in question, as I'm trying to discipline my cat to stop clawing the fucking furniture because it's not a toy. There, sitting at the sofa and looking completely out of place in the humble decorated room is the same couple from the day before, the Wrights. Something bubbles in my throat. Their presence in the office can only mean one
They're
thing.
buying it? We got a deal?
She spots at my hand, tugging my sleeve, although her eyes are lit with something akin to joy. She wants the saved weapon as much as I do, and not that it's here. The deal needs to be closed, yet documents need to be signed still, but the elation is there. Along with a foreboding feeling I can't quite pinpoint.
I had to do a little damage control, but they're already interested in acquiring the property, even before they attended the open house.
Mostly because they rich, bitch! I'm gonna save right now.
I mean, isn't it obvious? They already hired an interior designer. I've never seen a buyer as aggressive as Madame Wright. She didn't even try to negotiate a lower rate.
In fact, she tried to negotiate a higher rate. And then we had to point out that that's not how bargaining works. And then she was like, but what if we just decide to have sex in the middle of the parlor where everyone could find us? Would you then accept us to then put on an even bigger show? And then we said, you should not do that here. That is very, very frowned upon.
One at a time, Rose. I can't process everything you're saying at once. What do you mean?
It means you getting money, bitch. What the fuck does that have to translate to?
They're paying 15% higher than the listing price, as long as we get the paperwork done as soon as possible.
Bruh, do you mean to tell me that my joke about her wanting to raise the price was actually accurate, minus the other stuff that I said to make it seem like Hannah's an exhibitionist? Although I wouldn't really put it past her. Moving on.
I think if we allow it, they'll be paying up front, too.
Sorry, I think I had a heart attack.
Even with that urban legend?
Fuck the urban legend, bitch! You getting money! You able to go to actual stores for food! You able to actually get your shit to the laundromat and get it clean! You able to clean out your fucking... Girl, you realize how much bullshit that you putting your fucking self through? Son! You about to make bank! Emmy? Emmy, is that you just sneaking in there? I would say it's an obvious cover-up, but your ass gave you away. Rose nods. What the... Awkward timing, Rose!
Oh, I was so sure we lost the sale after yesterday.
Don't look so surprised. We still have to conduct some last few checks before we completely hand it over to them.
Please. I'll happily do the paperwork duty, Rose.
Hi, guys. How are you doing, Emmy?
I'll even go to the land registry myself and make sure the property changes hands with every single legal blessing.
Don't they have better things to spend money on? No, woman! Take the damn money! Shut the fuck up! I know if I was about to make an entire several $1 million legally, I would be ecstatic. I would just be like, give me the money. I don't even care if I have to repaint everything for you. I don't even care if I gotta look at that ugly bitch in the face with her gangly ass makeup, her broken leg, and the fact that every single time that she's opening her mouth, there's a dimensional void. Looks like she's about to try to swallow you to make it seem like a deep throating video. It's like, I'll do whatever if you gonna give me that several $1 million in legal cheddar. How am I? Well, I deactivated my Twitter today. I told Sven and Nick to not really tweet anything on my old Twitter account of the pyramid at the Pyramid Inn, because I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna probably make a new account under that whole thing anyway. I yelled at a bunch of people at like 6 in the morning. And here we are. So, honestly, the only thing I feel is I'm starving. I want more food, Emmy. I want more food. But I also want booty. Anyway. I'd haggle it down to the lowest possible price if I were in their place. Especially with the stores attached to... Bruh, fuck the stories, okay? Fuck the stories. Fuck that whole thing. You getting money. Why are you complaining about getting legal money? I know what it's like to get several $1 million illegally. But legal tender of several $1 million for a house. Bruh, why the fuck you complaining? Why are you so adamant about this whole, oh, whoa, why would they want to spend this money on this house where all the stories attached? With all the whole thing and everything. Just why, oh why? Why would we do this? Blah 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 blah. So, Son, just stop complaining about getting money. Just get the damn money. God. Not that my opinion matters one bit. It should not, because you're complaining about getting money. I can tell you straight the fuck up. If Emmy told me today that she was gonna get paid $1.2 million legally, just to sit on her ass in her chair to make her story slash show slash book slash whatever, I would literally be like, if you say no to this, I want a divorce. Just no. Just no. Take the money. Fuck the supernatural bullshit. Take the money. Just take the fucking money. Take the fucking money. How many times I need to say this? 3 more times? Take the fucking money. Take the fucking money. Take the fucking money. You hear me now, game? Have Isabella take the fucking money. We're just their agents. We're going to receive the hefty commission after all. Nothing more. Rose gives me a pat on the shoulder. Anyway, signaling that she's heading back to them, an unspoken instruction for me to follow after I'm done. Yeah, I feel like I'm the only one here that's just like, Isabella should not be trusted right now because she's still on her cocaine binge and speaking some nonsense about people not spending money. Like, bruh, I am very angry right now. Most because she's giving up on money. Bruh, money is nice right now. Money sounds good. And I'm only saying this because I'm still starving. Why is there not enough food in the world? It doesn't take me long to finish what work she left me. In fact, having our boss sign the agreement is the easiest, since it has put him in a better mood to the entire office's relief. Ma'am Hannah calls me over the moment she notices my presence at the lounge door. Her lips are twisted in a frown. She doesn't seem particularly happy to see me, and I'm not surprised. Bitch, that's cause you fucked up! Who wouldn't be? I almost created a scene. Mr. Wright, however...
Why, if it isn't the little Lily? I trust you're feeling well now.
Oh, I know, Emmy. I know.
It's Isabella, sir, not Lily. I appreciate your concern. I'm feeling better now.
I really don't understand why they can't get my name right. It's a fairly common name. It shouldn't be too hard to remember. You'd assume so. But if I were to tell people my full name, they would still just be like, oh, you mean like, the guy who cut his ear off and then hung himself? Is that what you trying to do with your life? Okay, we are done here. Or it would be like, oh, you mean like the vampire from Final Fantasy VII? It's like, oh god, I hate y'all. Regardless, I hand him their copy of the agreement. Meanwhile, Hannah over here just looking side-eyed like, if you weren't so cute and so fuckable, I swear to God, I would beat your...
I believe I can take that. Thank you very much.
With how elegantly she plucks the papers out of my hands, it's easy to think that there isn't any trace of irritation in her. But it is there, radiating in her stiff stance, in the way she's standing at a fair distance from her husband, and how the two look to be ignoring each other. Seeing this scene, it soon becomes clear to me that I'm not the one who has put her in a bad mood. Did they fight? Most probably. I've seen it happen dozens of times with my previous clients. It's a shame, especially with their new mansion. I never did like it when my own mama and papa fought. I hope they'll make up soon. Apparently satisfied with what she's seen, Ma'am Hannah claps her hands together before extending it to us for a shake. Alright, Emmy, but I'm still surprised you didn't comment on the fact that I said getting paid $1.5 million just to make your stuff in legal tender. Like, I don't know about y'all, but if I was paid $1.5 million to just sit in this chair and stream non-stop, I'd fucking do it. Like, they would just be like, you are not allowed to leave your house. I'd be like, okay, but does it have to be my house? It's like, what house you want to live in? I'd be like, well, there's my sister Schweebe's house, there's Becca's house, there's my buddy Shannon's place sometimes. There are literally numerous houses I would love to live in. Like, bruh, just give me the fucking money. See, even Emmy's on board with it. That's why I can't stand Isabella right now. Yes, her motivations are sound. Do stuff for the family because the little siblings need to go to school and dad has, like, I think cancer or one of those other illnesses that makes you lose weight when you're even taking the medications where you also lose appetite, get sickly, where like your skin becomes less and less colorful and stuff like that. I get it, but certain things just make her very irritating and you just want to choke the shit out of her. Why do I feel like that's all of a sudden like a whole feminist movement about to look at these old streams and be like, oh my god, He's a woman beater! It's like, where did this even come from? Bruh, all I'm saying is, great motivations, smart way to handle stuff about the character's whole personality, but I can't respect it if you can't just shut the fuck up and take what is easily right in front of you. These people aren't your responsibility except for just to sell them the property. That's why I get irritated with people just like, what about that Marge Simpson episode in The Simpsons where she was a realtor and she told people the honest truth? You don't have to tell people all this shit. You just sell that shit and they can decide if they want to keep it or flip the property themselves. That way you get more commission for what you need to do. Because it's not just about you, it's about the other people in your life that you're supporting. Stop thinking the bullshit reasons behind everything and think the bigger fucking picture. Seriously, even Amy right here. Seriously, I could use that money to do all the repairs on my own house or pay my debts off. You could easily do that because you're focusing on the important things of life. Should you tell people about there being a hole in the floor? Yes, but you can also say we can fix that out of the commission prices. Should you tell people that it's haunted? Fuck no! No one needs to fucking know that shit. 75, if not 85% of the properties in America alone are inhabited by unresting ghosts that are either there by choice or there by unfinished business. They reside in these properties because they just demand to or they wish to. Decade or period in time that was way before even now. Do we need to tell people this? No. Do we need to tell them about an urban legend? No. Do we tell them about stuff like there's a hole in the ground, there's just a slight noise issue in the neighborhood? Yes. But don't fucking turn a nose up to, we'll give you 15% above the selling rate to what the fuck you're asking for. Yeah, it's my house, not gonna lie. That's some messed up nightmares. Oh, you need a hug, Emmy? You know I'll give you a hug. But still, that's just the whole thing that's been irritating me about Isabella. And I'm gonna also take out like the background noise for this. But that's just the whole thing about Isabella's character, that even though many people try to tell me she gets better in the whole game, she gets better in the whole game, she gets better in the whole game, blah 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 blah. I've heard that from so many other characters with the same kind of motivations where they are indeed good, and I know that the characters are staring at you guys into your souls. It's fine. I'm just trying to get this out here because it is very annoying to me as a writer, as a director, as a producer, as an editor, as a voice actor, as a live action actor, as a stage actor, as a creative in general, because that shit just irritates me with that whole concept of you need to make your characters, if they're protagonisty, so far right on the side of justice that they have to turn a blind eye to getting the slightest advantages when it's just not their concern, when there are bigger concerns. Like how I enjoy Isabella's mom for just calling in the middle of her whole entire shit, trying to get her brothers and sisters all through the whole educational stuff, and she said, I would love to just have it to where you don't have to stress that much because I want you to live a fulfilling life, even if it means just getting your father into a cheaper hospital, because that means that the parents are thinking more of the children. And Isabella trying to focus more on the family is a good dynamic. But then when we enter into a moment like this where we've had Isabella complain about people spending the money like this, complain about people trying to do this, and then ruin a sale with urban legend bullshit because she feels like everyone needs to know about the urban legends because it's part of the whole city laws. It has to be because of this and the third thing. It makes her so unlikable to me because it's spitting in the face about what you're trying to do for a motivational cap and to make that character fulfill something that's a lot better, even if it does seem selfish. Making sure your family is well taken care of is a good motivation where you don't have to focus on two rich assholes that don't really look like they love each other. You can literally make any sort of story so much better than just being like, let me tell everyone about this note I found because we're all in danger. Oh my god. Oh, I just remembered I looked at her face and I had to tell everyone about everything. And now I have to complain about them trying to spend 15% more than the selling price of the fucking house I've been trying to sell for years in order to help support my dad who's in the hospital with possible cancer, my mom who's stressing the fuck out with her life everywhere and trying to get my kid siblings through school in the fucking Philippines. Fuck you, Isabella! Anyway.
That settles it then?
I swear, this game just has the most awkward-ass timing.
Are you really sure about this property, ma'am? We could easily find you a bigger one among our current listings. Something with a modern touch?
I would like to redirect you guys to my last rant about all this shit about Isabella right now. Something not haunted, perhaps. Seriously, I feel like Emmy just heard all that shit, was just nodding, and was like, this is who I'm platonically married to. And I can't help but kind of agree. Meanwhile, Nick is probably somewhere in the background just like, my brother husband sure is angry, but I kind of admire his spirit. As he tries to spiritually feel up on Emmy because kinky. Anyway. Rose shoots me a warning glare that clearly says, don't make a scene, we're almost there.
Of course, why wouldn't I be?
Because this bitch just wants to make everything weird.
The house is absolutely perfect, isn't it, darling?
Yeah, just shut up and take the damn money. Bruh, just shut the fuck up, take the goddamn money. Just shut the fuck up, take the goddamn money. I don't even care if someone has to make this a fucking command by clipping me saying this. Shut the fuck up, take the goddamn money.
A helipad would still be a nice addition.
Just build the helipad, you rich fuck!
Yes, well, we'll get there eventually, love.
What, just build it yourself? What, you guys make... According to this fucking game. Yeah, not gonna lie, but you know. We just gonna innocently sip that tea, though. But, yeah, if you guys make, what, $3.8 million a year, you could easily make a helipad within 2.5 years economically, unless you guys make an economical boom with whatever it is your product that you sell. I don't even remember what Luke sells, but I do know it's some kind of hoity-toity thing that he could easily make a helipad on the fucking mansion for, or just renovate the roof of the main story building to become a helipad. And then if you guys wanted to resell the property to then quadruple the profits, you have enough renovations to make it even better. I'm just saying.
As I was saying, if your partner had the documents yesterday, we would have bought it right there immediately.
And if your partner also came with a plastic, you know what, with a attachment thing, wink wink, we could have even quadrupled what we were saying today, about 15%, if you catch my drift.
Shame she didn't have it.
Or the other thing, wink wink, nudge nudge.
Well, there's still a few necessary documents we need you to sign after, but we'll let you know once we have those finalized. We'll be handling the process for the rest, so don't worry about it, ma'am.
Within a week, I hope. We still have a housewarming party to plan, after all. You know how much thought should be put into those things.
As well as the eyes wide shut party that we need to organize, where people just wear masks and robes and nothing underneath. You ladies are invited, you know. Wink wink, nudge nudge. Why do I keep making it seem like Hannah is just this huge sex positive exhibitionist that just wants every single hot female and Isabella in the game? Probably because I feel like that's what Hannah's mood is, just like, doesn't even bother bruh.
There are servants for that, darling.
Why with the awkward timing, game? Shit.
Love,
Servants or not, you're going to make people listen to your input nonetheless.
No more than a week, ma'am. Barring unexpected delay, of course. You can leave it to us.
Mostly because I'm going to die soon.
Excellent. Well then, I'll leave you two to it. It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Nice doing business with you, C-Cups. As I'm about to get a cookie for like the 4th boob joke I've made today. It's not even noon. I made like 3 of them earlier, but you know.
Oh, and before we forget.
She discreetly folds something in between her hands and winks, a finger raised to her lips, demanding our silence.
What happened the day before was quite unfortunate, but you did get us what we wanted in the end.
Isabella, I'm gonna try and say this as nicely as possible because one of my internet wives is here, and I don't want her to hear me say a bunch of words that I can never take back. But I will say this: if you do not take this money, I swear to God, I will have you go through the exact same horrific torture that I put through a lot of the people I've killed in my whole streaming career. I mean, like the stuff I did to people in God of War, what I did to the monsters in Final Fantasy 15, all of the deaths that I put people through in Sleeping Dogs and the Yakuza games, the way I broke people's necks in Judgment, the way I blew people's faces off in Mad Max, the stabbings and acid hole things and spike pit stuff from Hollow Knight. I could go on. I could even say just manipulate gravity to have an entire mule kick of spinning death to break your fucking neck and have your head shoot off into the very ether itself. I could say a lot of stuff, but if you do not take this fucking money right here, right now, I promise you, you will die. You will fucking die. And that's the nice way I can put this, since Emmy's here.
That, at the very least, is commendable. But this is... Ma'am, I can't accept this. Don't you worry, darling. It's a small thing coming from us. Consider this your bonus for a job well done.
Some would say that rage isn't merely just a stupid haze of things, but I swear to God, Isabella, I will make the very cast of Mortal Kombat blush with shock and awe about the over-the-top fatality I will perform on you when the stream cuts to black. Because I'm sick of yo shit, especially. Yo fucking shit needs to stop here with this whole, I can't accept this bonus money from this lady that looked like she got more milk in her bra than I'll ever have. Bruh, don't make me hurt you. Also, who the oh, okay, it's just someone from like the community thing or whatever. I don't know. And again, this is me saying it the nice way with Emmy here. If she was not here, I would have said a lot worse.
before I forget, my lovely interior designer would appreciate it if you hand her a copy of the floor plan as soon as possible. She's dying to work on the house.
Oh, I'm dying to work. I mean, sure.
You can do that, yes? Here's her contact.
Oh, I'll make contact. I mean, what? Y'all heard nothing?
Certainly, ma'am. We'll have it processed as soon as possible.
I knew I could count on you, lovelies. I hope to see you too soon so we can get this closed.
Great. Is Marianne single? Just like that. Transaction over and done with. My mind's still reeling, even after they've left. Other agents would kill to have clients like them. Other agents will kill you for saying that bullshit about not getting a bonus on top of the fucking commission! A part of me feels lucky about the fact. No lengthy negotiations, no sudden change of minds, just talk, signatures, a few handshakes here and there, and we're done. The other part, a second ago, we sold a hunt. I'm so sick of your shit. I am so sick of your fucking shit right now. Like, I'm literally just punching my palm, just like, I don't want to try and kick my support beam, even though it's made out of steel. I probably could dent this bitch. I could probably dent this bitch if I got angry enough, since I pretty much dented one of the cargo doors at my job. Your boy is strong when angry or in very stressful situations. I will tell you this. But Isabella, you just making my list of top 10 most unlikable protagonists right now with this bullshit. Just stop. Just stop. Take the fucking money. Support your family. Shut the fuck up. And leave it as is. Sure, the commission's big. Big enough to even to continue funding Papa's treatment and hospitalization. Big enough to pay for all 4 of my younger siblings' schooling. Before I even finish this, Emmy, your thoughts on this whole process of Isabella's whole overly goody two-shoes personality right now about the money that could do all of these things that she's trying to do? About how she's gonna complain about this whole haunted property that's not her fucking concern, because it's just a property. If they wanted to really be worried about a haunted property, I would be more concerned if they sold the Hatfield and McCoy houses when all those assholes die. God knows that's just gonna be one fucked up thing there. Or like how that one asshat from my Klaus review is just like, she's honestly needs to shut the fuck up and take the... I'm paraphrasing because Emmy's trying to be nice herself, but she's just literally saying she just honestly needs to shut up and take the damn money. Yeah, see, I'm not the only one, because it's like, bruh, you can literally fund your dad's treatment. You can pay for all your kids' siblings to just go to school comfortably. Your mom won't have to take too much responsibility. She could even save some money for herself and be the belle of the ball in the Philippines. What the fuck is the problem? And I'm saying this as someone that has real life friends that tell me how rough it can be in the Philippines for any lady that has to leave home to get money sent back to their families. This is fucking irritating me. Heck, it'll keep me away from instant noodle diet for months. I don't have to go back to the mansion as well once the deal has been closed. Much to my sanity's relief. If all of these are the benefit, why are you still fucking complaining? But knowing that something's in there and we gave it to the... You're making it very tempting for me to hit my support beam as hard as possible, even if it means my knuckles are somewhat fractured and bleeding. But if I were to bring my house down when I'm done, because of you. I know it would have been worth getting super raged out, especially since homeowners insurance would pay back several things over. Because no one would believe someone got so angry that they punched a steel support beam enough to make it collapse in and on itself. I am so sick of your shit. I am so sick of you. Matter of fact, Emmy, remind me to put this bitch on my top 10 most annoying protagonist alongside Junpei. Because I'm sick and tired of this bitch. Like, goddamn. Just shut up. Why would your dad care? He is sick. He has cancer. The fact that you, the only eldest child that's really supporting the family, to give the money to the family would be nice enough. Just shut the fuck up. No, I don't want her to survive. No. Scorpion and Sub-Zero would leave, like, bits and pieces around. Me, I would leave just mere specks of atoms. I am so sick of her shit. Like, bruh, I am so done. At least I have good news to tell. Next time I call home, just shut the fuck up and leave.
Well, there's something.
Who, me or them? Because honestly, I had so much of a raging-induced thing that I feel like I just popped several blood vessels and several of my, brain cells just went into, like, cardiac arrest. Don't worry, though. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. I'm just like, oh my fucking god. I hate this fucking thing. As, like, all hell is just bleh. Just why? Just why? 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 Yang Yang Mobile, I love this game, don't get me wrong, but Isabella is by far one of the characters that if I were to never hear her again, I would be so happy. Hold on. I didn't want to have one of my friends think I was mad at them. I'm just literally telling them I'm streaming. Anyway.
So how does it feel?
What was the game you rage quit on again, Emmy? I'm sorry.
How does what feel?
Your first big multi-million-pound sale, silly. I know you've been with us for years, but this has got to be memorable for you.
Multi-million Imagine converting pounds to dollars about how well that is. Just split that between two people. Like, I'm just gonna get like a rough estimate. Like, let's say it's 12 million pounds split to like just 6 pounds between the two of them, as like the commission would mostly be around, let's say 3.5 million pounds. Converting that into like US dollars today is very, very well off. Oh, that, enough said. Like, you convert 3.5 million pounds to the US dollar alone, you living very nicely. Convert that into dollars for the Philippines, though, that is insanely good for a family. That is so... That is like literally having your family live in like a 3-bedroom house to a 2-story house with 6 bedrooms, 3 baths, and maybe a good backyard. Maybe a good backyard. And maybe enough to also get a nice dog. If you had no medical problems whatsoever. Like, that's how good you'd be living, to where the whole entire shit that you're looking to pay off and whatnot, you'd be having no mortgage payments for at least 4 to 5 months, according to some of my friends from the Philippines, to be very well off. Hi, Ziggy, what's going on? I'm just ranting right now because Isabella's a dumb bitch that is complaining about closing out on a multi-million-pound sale. And I'm trying to give a rough estimate for you guys on an economics lesson, where it's like 3.5 million pounds, converting that to US dollars. That's enough to live like a B-list or A-list celebrity in California right now. If you were to not live in California, obviously, and just move down south, you could probably rent out 3 houses. Or not even rent out, own 3 houses. Rent out 2 of them. Hi and bye, Nick. Wait, I thought I was dead. Ziggy, what happened? Anyway, that's enough to buy 3 houses in Atlanta, rent out 2 of them for like extra profit, own at least 2 extra cars of like an older variety, or if you're buying a new car, you could get like 2 Teslas and maybe a Impala, or maybe just a Jag if you want to be that kind of person, and probably afford 7.5 months rent in advance for your own personal house to add on to your equity. That is how good you'd have for like 3.5 million pounds converted to US dollar, especially if the pound is still stronger in this day and age. But I'm only stating this because Isabella, for Ziggy, who just recently joined the stream, is complaining about all of this shit. It's like, why are you this upset about getting several million dollars your way just because you sold a haunted paranormal house to rich people? No one fucking cares. I could sell someone a trailer house that has 7 Confederate ghosts, 4 Yankee ghosts, 3 poets, and Tim, all in the same fucking house haunting it. They would still buy it. I would say nothing and collect the money to make sure that my kids and my family were well taken care of. I don't have any fucking attachment to like anyone that's just like, just shut the fuck up and take the goddamn... Repeat after me, everybody. Shut the fuck up and take the money. Oh my god. Memorable is an understatement, bro.
Come on, show some enthusiasm. They gave us a bonus, too, aside from the commission and the other bonus boss promised.
Ooh, Isabella, you making it very tempting for me to just break my fucking house into a million fucking pieces with this shit. Ooh, need to think of a happy thought. Need to think of a happy thought. Okay. No more Emmys, okay, no more Oscars, cool. Understanding why Billie Eilish is so weird, alright. Seeing my friend Tia get an award for her Sims machinimas, that'd be nice. Having my friend Shannon get through that whole surgery where she's not in a wheelchair and can walk the rest of her life without pain, okay, good. Emmy and Nick's wedding, that's also a good thought. Ziggy getting everything that he rightfully deserves in the best light of a nice house in Atlanta with his kids to just relax and have no worries. Okay. Nikki having like all of the support that she deserves on her streams. Cool. Valley becoming a physical... okay, I'm good. The last thing I needed was Valley becoming a physical therapist with her license. I'm good.
What are you gonna do with it?
I don't know. Send it home, probably?
All of it?
Not everything, of course. Most of it. I'll leave some for my living expenses.
Listen here, Isabella. I'll teach you something I should have told you before we ended your training.
She slings an arm over my shoulder and leans in closer to my ear as though she's about to tell me a big secret. Savage Life Blaze is a good streamer and you guys should give him a follow. Also Nikki90 Gamer, Shoopy Pie, Terry Babe, Val the Vampire, Vampy Kills, Strider Darkhor, Simply Seze, Lexi Cat, Mooney Corny, Cattails, Purpley Cat, Grand Eldridge, Cat Power, and several other streamers that will be coming up later.
It's okay to celebrate from time to time.
Oh, that too.
I don't get it.
Fucking course you don't, you fucking dumbass. That's bullshit, Ziggy! I need to talk to your manager. I'll literally just strolling as like, why are you underworking my son? Oh right, I forget that you said that you're very clumsy, Emmy. Sick over here. I assume that Emmy just screamed into a pillow because of the whole stupidity that is Isabella. We have not felt this much rage in the stream community for mine since the whole Junpei thing. Guys, we have reached into one of the contenders for the top 3 of my top 10 list of worthless characters. Isabella, you suck!
It's simple. Go out, do something for yourself. Throw a party and treat your friends to free food.
Oh, I ain't giving my friends free food, you crazy? The moment they get free food, they'll just be like, I don't really trust this food from you, V. It's like, why? We going to food, bruh. It's like, yeah, but we going to hibachi. I don't even know if you actually told him to poison us because you probably don't like us. Why you say that? We don't really hang out. We only just know each other from work or from something like that. It's like, bruh, I ain't trying to kill you at a hibachi restaurant. Just eat the food. So I can't really treat anyone to like free food. Because everyone got like a weird look on their face, just like, is he about to murder us? Oh my god. I don't really know if I could trust this
Didn't you say the last one's some sort of tradition back at home for you? Hello, this is practically a done deal.
Practically? She was getting ready to be like, listen, if I were to strip in front of you and have sex with the two of you right here, right now, and you just gave me the keys and said nothing else, would that be fine?
Isn't throwing a party a bit excessive?
Oh, lordy. But I'm just glad you're okay, Emmy. Also, I'm ignoring you, Isabella. I have nothing nice to say about you anymore.
Your call. I won't say no to an invitation, by the way, in case you really are planning to throw one. A few drinks would be nice too, thank you very much.
Is Isabella related to... We don't know. I mean, she's Filipino. Junpei is allegedly Japanese. Allegedly. I would say he's American. So, oh god.
I don't think my apartment's big enough for that.
Who said anything about your fucking apartment, you...
You could always move? Bloody hell, you're working in real estate.
I think I'll pass. That's too much of an unnecessary expense for me.
Everything that you say causes me internal pain.
But I did promise Becca free lunch in case the sale goes well.
Every word that comes out of your mouth just makes me angrier and angrier.
You go do that. Hold on a sec.
She quickly removes herself from it once and the phone on her desk. Wow! I am so sorry, Ziggy. Oh my damn. Her tone switches from playful to professional in a span of a few seconds.
Today? Not a problem, ma'am. I could bring you a copy of the contract if...
Must be another client. Nothing surprising there. She's one of BRC's top agents, no matter how modest she appears. Modest? She been rocking that deep cleave so much, she's just like, yes, I know. I'm sexy enough to just have everyone want to motivate me. What of it? I knew you were screaming into a pillow over this stupidity. I fucking knew it! Oh god! Why am I so good at this? A saleswoman through and through. I, on the other hand, have very little knack for it. Why are you even in this job, then? Of course, I learned eventually. I have to. Someone else will without allowed to do a better job. Why are you even in this job then? Like, that's asking me, why am I in this whole... There's not enough artwork. There's not enough artwork to work for this amount of stupid... Yeah, then again, he... Ooh, that is sad, Ziggy, that's sad. But, yeah, Isabella, here's the thing. I work in customer service. I don't like people. But I work in it because I can fake it very well as an actor. But you don't see me being like, oh, someone do a better job. No, someone will obviously do the job. I'm just there to steal money and leave. Everyone below the captains and everything else knows this. People in other departments. No, I don't give a shit. I'm just there for the money. Do you think I want everyone else to fucking know? Hell no. I just do the job at the most bare minimum because there's no respect factor anywhere. And go about my fucking business. Because it's none of their business. Just shut the fuck up. Take the goddamn money and go. Once though, in a drunken stupor, Rose told me of a story of what could have been. Years ago, wide-eyed, young, and brimming with yet-to-be-fulfilled dreams and ambitions, she was a term or two away from a nursing degree. Out of courtesy, I never pressed on the matter further. But perhaps it's where the sense of fondness started. A small connection due to one similar experience in our respective lives. Our goals we both let pass us by because of the circumstances we're in.
I'd be happy to discuss this over tea, ma'am. All right, I'll be there. Thank you.
New client?
Reassigned. Have you heard from Mark at all?
Not since the first visit to the mansion. Why? No news from the HR yet?
None at all. Boss thinks he ran away.
Some say that he ran away to become part of some new adventure by changing his name to Nathan Drake. And now we know the rest of the story.
I doubt it, though. He's too much of a wimp for that. There must be another reason. Who knows?
Yeah. But, needless to say, though, from how I do all this and everything... Oh, I don't work in real retail. No, I work in just being the face and security of people on a boat until, like, the mid part of September, I think. I don't know. Maybe sooner. I don't really fucking care. I just want to get the fuck out of that job as fast as possible and do everything else that I want to do. But until then, I fake it with a fake smile and everything. Because I fucking hate everything.
Anyway, I've got to meet this one. I'll see you later.
She throws a wave over her shoulder as she rushes out of the office. With her tight pants that makes it looks like she has two bubbles in the back. The lunchtime bell sounds shortly after, followed by the chatter of fellow agents also heading out for a much-needed break. God damn! This is why I'm glad I got myself some cookies! Oh! In the end, only Becca and Zach would come. Ash, on the other hand, couldn't be reached. All of my calls went straight to his voicemail. He's at it again, right here today, gone the next day. Yeah, I could agree with that, Emmy, about decency being a thing, but you also gotta fake it a lot of the ways to make it seem like you can be decent. I'm just nice with it because I fucking hate a lot of things about human beings as a whole. Nothing really personal about people. I just really, really hate the people I've had to interact with most of my life. Yeah, that random X at the end. How you doing, Noctur? Just that random, oh, I see. It's like, squeeze me? You what? How you doing this morning, Nocturne? We're trying to do the letter because I've been unable to stream the whole weekend because my life gets hectically busy and terrible. Also, I see you lurking, Kira. I see you, girl. We have agreed to meet at a nearby cafe. You know the one. No, not that one, the one over there. No, not that one, the one over there. No, not that one, the one, yes, the one right there. The same one I frequent with Becca because it's cheap and they give away free bread around closing time because I'm a cheap whore. Hi, welcome to Bland Cafe, how may I help you? Quaint, a little old-fashioned, though looks a wee bit out of place amidst the city's tall buildings, but we love it all the same. How you doing, Kira? How's my bestie doing? Much like its facade, the interior carries the antique charm to it. Vintage RPCs in a row of shelves, boasting an extensive collection of books covering the wall. I'm glad you're good. Also, to anyone that's like, who's Kira, V? Well, if you guys see Kamake, she's also a streamer here on Twitch. She does a lot of goodness and good stuff here. She recently finished one of the Lara Croft games. She does Rocket League, aka the future of Tron. And she does a whole bunch of other stuff, including when we occasionally do Monster Prom together, trying to get that sweet, sweet dating joys. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. And all that goodness. So if you guys wanted to give her a follow on the whole Twitch, go ahead right then and there. But if you also wanted to know, as I gotta get out of the games audio, if you guys also want to know a small thing, Kira's also an incredible voice actor who's been doing some great stuff for Writers Cove Studios and the stuff that's also dropping very, very soon with her awesome voice. So look forward to that. See, Emmy, I'm not gonna risk myself for just something like $10,000. Now, if we talking like we gonna run out with the $10,000 with interest, I wouldn't mind just being like, yeah, I robbed this place, but you'll never find the money. And then they'll just be like, how did you make bail so fast? Because I'm nice with it. Anyway, enough about me implicating that I'm a criminal. This cafe here, I would not go to. Mostly because the guy at the counter, he just looks like he works for Majima. Oh, hi there. You guys want to get, some coffee? It's very, very cheap. How cheap we talking? It's 500 pounds every pour. 500 pounds a pour. 500 pounds a pour. Who's your manager? He's got an eye patch. Sometimes he wears a leopard print jacket with leather pants, has a knife, usually screaming something like, Kiryu-chan! I don't know, it seems like a normal man to me. Uh-huh, and, why 500 pounds a pour? Well, you see, he runs this empire where he's like several $1,000s of a drink in yen, which is like several $100s US. So I figured, why not do the same thing here, but with more of an interest? I don't like you. Anyway, it would have been nice to hang out here for hours on end, but even on the weekend, a place is still packed with people. No, the place is still packed with people. I can't English anymore, guys. Do it, Emmy! Do it in the Sims! Do it in the Sims. I don't care if you use cheats, fuck it. Also, Kira, when is your next stream? I want to know. I really, really wants to know. Cause I wants to be sure I swoop in and watch. Thankfully, Becca and Zach have already found seats and are engaged in some casual chatter when I arrive. Tuesday! Hooray! It's strange seeing the two of them without Ash accompanying the other. They've never been particularly close. Well, either or, I'm gonna be right there with you to support you. Tuesday or Wednesday, it don't matter. Although if it's Wednesday, I'm gonna have to be a little late because I'm running a D&D session. Where, if you guys missed that update, they almost had a full-blown TPK because they would not listen to me about what to do next. Because they were stupid. I'm just like, please discuss what's about to happen next. Please discuss what's about to happen next. Let's go camping! Anyway. Sure, they talk when they meet, laugh at the same things when there's something funny, but there's distance. The kind born purely out of differing interests. Boy, I can relate to that. That or Zach's simply afraid of Becca. I can't relate to that. It's not impossible, and I won't blame him if he was. Or is. Either or. Also, look at these cupcakes! Look at these cupcakes right here. I want this one. I want this one. I don't care about this one that looks like Snorlax on top of a fucking cupcake. I just want this one. It looks like strawberry cheesecake ice cream on a cupcake, while this one just looks like a clown nipple. Anyway, is it? I thought it was Snorlax. I don't know. But yeah, clown nipple aside, even I am a little scared of her.
Zach! Becca!
If you really want to know, Nocturne, it's because of this one artist. Her name is Claire. She has this one webcomic based off her childhood called Gwendy and Ghost. But when she's not doing that, she's drawing a bunch of gay pornography, mostly involving clowns. Sometimes she censors out the naughty bits with clown memorabilia. But I'm just like, how did this end up on my timeline? I followed you for the mushroom art, and instead I'm just seeing like this one clown guy with this other businessman, and I don't understand. I am very confused. But also, why is it blurred out with like various pieces of clown fabric? Like, what the fuck? Anyway.
Well, you seem to be in a better mood today. What happened?
I don't know. Did you find a better bra or something? Because goddamn, woman.
I know that smile, Belle. Come on, still.
Okay. If you're gonna ask me to spill, fine. Nocturne's not a millionaire, he's a trillionaire. There, I said it! Alright, you want more juice from me? Fine, okay. I heard that Netflix canceled Betrothed because season 5 was too hot for TV, okay? Fine, bitch, fine! I heard that Kira's winning an award for best breakout performance from a brand new VA. You happy with all that tea, bitch? Get off my dick!
Don't rush me. Let's order food first, okay?
A waitress comes by to take our order. Where would this waitress be? All I saw was that one guy behind Becca. Meanwhile, Zach is just looking like, I'm in this game too. On the normal day, me and Becca will order a hearty serving of their special vegetarian stovies. Zach takes anything with a good helping of meat, sausages, or potatoes in it. But today is a good day. Great even. It's not wrong to indulge a little, right?
Today's special. For the 3 of us.
I just found out I can get Xanax! It's true, however, one of the bigger movie studios did pick... See? The tea was real! Why do I do things? Anyway, even a person jotting down our order looks surprised at today's meat choices. She writes it nevertheless and leaves out a comment. Becca furrows her brow. Her mouth opens halfway, ready to let loose what's likely a string of reprimands. I can English sometimes. Sometimes I can English. Other times, you'd be like, you write your own stuff, right? It's like, yes, I fucking do. But I never said that English was one of my best languages. Like, if you were to ask Kira a normal writing day for me and all the spelling errors I've made from like a very good story, she'd be like, yeah, he can tell a good story, but sometimes his English just kind of fucks up. And this is one of my best friends I'm talking about. She'll be honest and be like, yeah, you fucked up a word right here. Like, were you okay, or were you having like a bad English moment? And I'll be like, I had a bad English moment. It's like, it's fine, I have those every day. And I'm like, you too? I thought I was the only one. Although you'd be surprised how many people in the voice acting community and the writing community kind of have low-key dyslexia at the weirdest moments. Like, it's not full-blown like an actual person, but it's like... I mean, don't we know this? Sad but true. However, they wanted the AU for betrothed if... Oh my look! See, this is why I hate when they do reboots like this. That's why I hate those reboots. First, they try to give Nocturne the starring role in the remake of Fantasy Island, with him, Harley Quinn, and Poison Ivy on the island instead of that one guy and Tattoo. And now they trying to redo what's next? They're gonna look at me and be like, excuse me, Mr. V, what's your full name? You never gonna fucking know. Okay, so we saw your products before, and that one show, Lost Tides, immaculate. But we want you to retcon it where we don't have silver in it. Bitch, what? Yeah, she's just too sexual for the kids. Fuck you! We keeping her! We be having a legal battle today. How dare you! How dare you!
Don't worry, it's my treat.
Oh, you'd be surprised. I've heard people say they're trying to remake Hogan's Heroes. I know certain people trying to remake Fantasy Island at some point. I know they remade the Banana Splits into a horror-based film because they wanted to make a Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Like, Hollywood and the mainstream, they have no ideas left anymore. The glare she sends my way reminds me of the one time I received from Mama when I punched the kid bullying my younger brother 18 years ago. Naturally, I never did it again after she made me apologize the next day. But Becca's far from being my mom. I mean, she's not even half as beautiful or sexually attractive as the man from Filipino says, all of that. Becca, don't your narrator mean he means the Philippines? Listen here, you son of a bitch. I don't say what I want to fucking say, okay? Okay, but I'm just saying, it should literally say hush you. Anyway. A small sheepish grin is enough to turn that frown into a defeated sigh. Food arrives in the middle of a funny story from Zach, putting the rest of the conversation on hold as we are each served our order. All the reason why we need our company to take off IP and then buy out Netflix, Roku, and offer our own streaming video service. See, Nocturne here is thinking of the future. He is a businessman that's just like, here's what we need to do. Meanwhile, he's about to go over the big entire important plans, and then I come in with something out of nowhere, and he's just like, Wally, could you please console me while I just try to understand what kind of wacky shenanigans I just heard today? Oh boy, this is gonna be one of those days. It isn't anything fancy. Game, I literally said at the start of the stream, I am starving. Why have food in my face like this? Okay, Ziggy, you get ready for work. I'm just gonna be like, Yeah, if I'm, don't play the, yeah, I'm realizing this. I'm realizing this, because, oh my god, this is why I had to stop playing Final Fantasy 15 during, like, the camping segments, because I'd be playing the game when I'm already hungry as hell, then Ignis would just be like, that's it! I come up with a new recipe. And I'd be like, Iggy, if you do not give me this food right the fuck now, I swear to God, I will make you blind in advance. Don't you fucking do that to my stomach! Then again, I also sometimes go into tangents like this where I feel sorry for Kira whenever we do a co-stream, because it's like, I want to be normal, but then something happens where I just go into a huge tangent of weird, incoherent babbling, and then she's just like, oh god, it's gonna be one of those days, isn't it? Kind of like how I do in my own streams, except this time I'm just like, I am so mad. All I got to eat right now is Girl Scout cookies. Because I'm not going snack shopping until later today. What you saying? I love those tangents. Well, thank you, Kira. Thank you. But I know that I'm crazy. Like, one time we were streaming Monster Prom, and I was drooling over the Goth sisters, mostly the one in the middle, because if y'all know me, I like my women very, very curvy. It's not a big issue, it's just my own preference. And Kira had to literally have me stop from drooling and saying the most inappropriate things about the one in the middle. Because she was like, I don't want my Twitch channel taken away. The lucky thing is, during that stream, my mic wasn't being picked up because her OBS wasn't really registering my mic at the time. So she got off pretty well during our first ever co-stream that way. Meanwhile, Nocturne's just like, that's it? We've had to hear V talk about several things being like certain insert word here ginas, and he's not wrong. He is not wrong. Like, Nocturne has had to sit here while I said, there's a plant gina, there's a gravity gina, there's a fire gina, there's a squid gina, there's a darkness gina, there's an energy gina. He's just like, at this point, nothing surprises me. So he's, what, drooling over a goth girl that's got curves for days? That's something normal. Wake me up when something shocking happens, damn it. Now if you excuse me, I gotta go check on the market. And then walk my dog because he's the best boy in the world. I see you dream of the I see what this is. Hey! You're not the only one that experienced that shit. Emmy and Ziggy were here too. They had to hear that shit for days. Oh god. Anyway, I never did pay any attention to whenever I come here, since their price, whatever's written up, way above what I'm willing to spend on food on a single day.
Oh, good. I'm so hungry, I think I'm dying.
Are you promising that you're about to die? Because if so, I would be so happy. Implying what?
You're always hungry.
Zach, stop calling me out, okay? I know I'm always hungry. Shut the fuck up!
Hey! Not all the time.
Oh, you're talking about Isabella. Well, fuck her too.
Let me guess. You skipped breakfast again.
Game, stop calling me out on I had to stream, cause the weekend I wasn't allowed to. Do you guys know how frustrating it is to try and wrestle with your computer to just be like, okay, can you stream today? No? Okay, I'll go to my PS4. Games, will you work today? No? Why? Cause of a weird power thing? Fuck me! And today was like the first day I could finally go back to doing double streams, cause fuck that. Yeah, you'd be hungry all the time too if all you ate was 1 cup of noodles, bitch, a day. Also, I need to explain this joke to Kira, so let's get out of the game audio. So, Kira, I know you don't really come to like my streams that often because I stream at weird times. I apologize for everything, mostly the weirdness. But in order to try and emphasize how broke Isabella was before I just drove into the whole thing of she's one of my top 10 most horrible protagonists ever. I basically said that she is a crackhead that shops at the dollar stores and buys stuff of the off-brand economy, things like noodles, bitch, and flakes, bitch, the cereal for all you broke motherfuckers. And then if she's trying to get like toilet paper, it's just wipes, bitch, wipe your dirty ass. And it just became like this whole running gag whenever I play the letter and Isabella's involved. It's just like, she's only just trying to get the best of the best so she can shop at the fancy stores like Walmart and Target so she can stop eating noodles, bitch! Listen here, Nocturne. Listen here, right fucking now. I tried giving you an apology. All you did was laugh and be like, oh, now you're giving an apology? Ha! Too little, too late, and then just walked over to your Harlequin wife and the poisonous plant lady lover that's for both of you, and then just counted your money like a pimp. So I don't want to hear that whole Nocturne abuse from you, Mr. Trillionaire. I also got my potato chips, cheddar, and sour cream. Oh, Lord, Emmy, why? All I got is cookies from Girl Scouts. In a bitch! Exit, bitch! Them doors, man, they just so violent.
Not on purpose. I may have overslept by a few seconds today.
Right then. Stop stalling, Isabella. What's this about?
I'm becoming a man.
Let us say it, Rebecca. She wouldn't be inviting us out if it wasn't worth hearing out.
I really want to know what having a penis is like.
Well, we're waiting.
I keep telling you I'm becoming a man.
I'm treating you guys to a once-in-a-century thing.
My transitional surgery. An expected grin breaks out on my face, except...
I'm sorry, say that again.
You're becoming a man?
And this is important because...
Becca's always mad because, I mean, look at her. She's dating... There were Emmy, you know I'm hungry though. Why? Why is Becca always... Because, look at her. She's looking like how the Smash community was about Byleth becoming the final part of the Fighters pack. Be like, oh my god, how the fuck dare they put another Fire Emblem character? Oh my fucking god. who the hell will want this? Oh shit, oh shit. While everyone else just like, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad. Meanwhile, everyone's just like, we don't want another sword fighter. We want Sora. We want Dante. And it's like, what? I feel like even if I got Shantae into Smash like I wanted to, even though, like, Mai Shiranui, she's not one of the good kids because she's scantily clad. I feel like people would still complain about, Shantae doesn't deserve to be in this. I'd still be like, hoes mad. Hoes mad. Hoes mad. To the point where if there was another fighting series to come out after the Smash series ends with Ultimate, if it does end with Ultimate, I'm literally just gonna say it like that. And they just have independent characters like, let's say they have Amelia from Betrothed. They have one of my characters from one of my shows. They have one of Tia's characters from one of her shows. They have Audrey from Voice of a Generation. They have like a bunch of independent characters. See you, Kira. It was nice seeing you, bestie. Have a good rest of your day. And like a bunch of other stuff like that. They would still be mad as shit just because they did not get any of the indie characters that they wanted. Like, how come they don't have any of the characters that Aphmau made in her Minecraft roleplay that has no variation into an animation or an audio quality for people to hear on radio or see on TV or on the streaming services? Why don't we have any of the independent people that were from the Telltale series, even though they're from established mythos, that just happen to be independent characters that are original to our property? Why can't we have this? I'd still just be like, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad. I would then just be Millie rocking on every block with that whole hoes mad being yelled at into a speakerphone. But you guys get my point with this, right? Anyway, back to this thing of my joke about Isabella becoming a man. Becca only raises an eyebrow at me, while Zach appears like he didn't get the punchline to another lame joke Ash made, and is desperately searching for someone to explain it. Oh, bummer. How should I phrase this?
Okay, let me do that again.
Y'all know what I gotta do now. Y'all know what I gotta do. Y'all know what I gotta do. Alright. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? We do this every time the effects of the relationship bar skip up. So you guys know what I gotta do. Y'all know what I gotta do. Tits! Alright, there we go.
Guess what, guys? I'm paying! I sold the house!
Elliot would be the better fighter since he kills other that doesn't really matter. Like, people said the same thing about Isabelle from the Animal Crossing thing being in Smash, and look at how well she did in Ultimate. Look at how well the Villager did in Smash. Look at how well the fucking Duck Hunt dog with his annoying ass did in Smash. Look at that poor excuse of a character called Corin in Smash. You can do a lot of stuff with people just from like small things. I'm telling you, it can be done. That don't mean anything. There are people that... You know, I'm gonna wait for this one rant for later, but it's gonna involve Twilight. I'll get back to that in a minute. As the news sinks in, their expressions go from sheer bewilderment to utter surprise. That's more like it.
You heard me right, ladies and gentlemen. As of today, I'm Maria Isabella Grace Cruz Santos and free from my instant noodle binge.
I can finally shop at Target! No more noodles, bitch, for this hoe!
Seriously?
You ain't gonna be a man? I was gonna be looking forward to having a bro with me.
Hold it, Belle. You sold the house?
And you're not becoming a man who would probably treat me better than my current boyfriend? I mean, what?
Yep.
Which house is this? In Anselm Village? The one with the open house yesterday?
This is not what you think this is. There's no picture of him. There's no naked curves. This is just me going.
The one and only. Come on, Becca. I know you've got a better memory than that.
I mean, you remember every single small detail about the disappointing 5 seconds that Ash gives you every single day.
Oh, wow. That's...
She lets out a hum. Although she's nodding, she gives the impression of someone who has heard something unbelievable and is still forcing her brain to absorb it. Did she think we wouldn't be able to sell it? See, I haven't even seen the whole show and already know Emmy's characters can whoop ass. But now is the time for me to do this rant. So, the whole entire thing I'm trying to bring up as the argument for anyone saying like their characters for vampire mythos aren't as good as you'd expect them to be. Here's one thing that a fan of the Twilight books pointed out to me that would have been a lot better of a concept for the whole bullshit standpoint. And yes, I agree, Becca can't be nice to Isabella. And that is to have a translation of a demon in love with vampirism and werewolves. Subtle nuances like that to be all of a sudden a vampiric demon into the whole mythos can make a whole big difference, because small changes of like daywalkers or daemons or something like that to merge the two into a good entire encapsulating field can do wonders for a character's whole backstory into how to make them into a more powerful figure than the ones that are the quote-unquote badasses of the troupe. Like if I were to say the Percy Jackson books for people that love Greek mythology, Percy becoming a huge powerhouse because he's the son of Poseidon, because he did the time, he did the work, he trained up, he did everything he could to not only do right by his mom and by his now girlfriend and his younger half-brother and so forth and so on, to do things on the right and right. He's become a powerful demigod on the whole entire factors of so many other things. As writers or as showrunners, you have to take into consideration the fact of no matter how powerful your biggest badass is, sometimes the lead that you make can make or break the series to be even greater than the badass, because they put in the time, the training, the effort, they earned their wings, they earned their stripes, they earned every last molecule of incredibleness because they've earned and deserved it in a better standpoint. And the more I kind of thought about that whole entire thought process about just so many things about what you could do for like even the worst story of changing Bella Swan into a born demon who just happened to fall in love with a vampire, and that's the reason like her blood is so special and makes her so immune to other vampiric abilities, could be so congruent and very well thought out. And as such, that is what you need to do for your whole entire story or entire plot mythos. Thank you, Nocturne. Although that command is very much shady, I appreciate it, because sometimes I do like to rant to give you guys some introspective into the world, because the entertainment game as it is needs some fresh blood. No pun intended. And I want people to do better with what is handed as their own material, because I want there to be better material for the kids. I want there for people to have shows for the young adults that they can grasp onto, that they can relate to, that they can have all this and the third thing. Oh, I saw like the put on shade, so I was like, do I look like it? Nah, bro. Nah, you don't look like someone that's angry at the world. But my point still stands, though, about what I'm trying to say to you, Emmy, and that's just never once try to make it seem like your one character, even if they are the lead, aren't as great or as grand. Have the confidence in them because they deserve it, they've earned it, and more importantly, they have the makings to be better than what you give them credit for. I'm sorry, yeah, dude, her genetics, her dad was an empath, as such, Yeah, that's one pathway, but I hope I at least made some sense to you guys, like as a showrunner myself that's been doing this for a long time, about the importance about what to do for your characters, because you don't want to have someone like Isabella, for example, as your basis for a character. Great motivational things behind their actions, shitty executions because trope details need to be fit. But more on that later.
You don't believe me?
Hell no! Look at you! You look like a crack fiend. The words tumble out of my mouth before I could stop them. I've been trying to avoid bringing up yesterday's little spat, and judging from the looks on their faces, it seems they are too. Me and my stupid mouth.
I'm sure it ain't the way you're thinking, Bella.
It's just, you're kind of fucking useless.
No, I do believe you.
Except I really don't, because I wanted you to become a handsome, strong, muscular man with a huge...
But don't you think the sale happened a bit too fast? The open house only started yesterday, and now you already have a buyer?
Why does everyone care this much about strangers buying property? Just accept the fucking money and move on with your lives. Don't you all have, internal conflicts you have to establish and get over that are way more important than two rich assholes that bought a house?
It happens from time to time?
Yeah, but look, I'm happy for you. Just yesterday, you've been really worried where to get money for your dad's new treatment. And now, all of a sudden, you have something. What if the sale doesn't push through, or I don't know, they're a fraud, or they suddenly back out?
I can see that, Nocturne, and it's making my very soul hurt.
Isn't it a little too early to celebrate?
Isn't it a little bit too early for you to be choking on dicks and dying? 'Cause if not, there's a bag to your left that you can start choking on right the fuck now, Becca. I already had to have my whole hatred spew for Isabella earlier. I don't need that shit with you.
Rebecca does have a point, Bella. If you haven't closed the deal yet, there's still a chance they'll go back on it.
Yeah, it does make a lot of sense, and honestly, I've been in debate of who could train Amelia to better control her abilities when she regains her memories. So, there is this show on Netflix I want you to check out, Emmy. It's called The Order, of this one guy who's a wizard, but he's also a werewolf. Don't ask me that. Based on real life personalities of some of that. I gotta review this game. Because I got so many fucking emotions. But the only reason I bring up The Order for you, Emmy, is because of I feel like Amelia could resonate with the main character for what they would need for training of someone close in age, but also someone that has more experience because they've lived in it longer. Like if you were to make a new character, like it's gonna be one of those teaching sessions today. of if you made a new character, like let's say you made a character named Sebastian, for example. Sebastian being the same age as Amelia, but the way that he was born as a daywalker was, since the moment he was born, he knew exactly what he wanted to do and has similar abilities to Amelia. As such, he's able to train other daywalkers since he's lived through a lot of experiences, even older daywalkers that just recently regained their memories or just discovered their powers, to make them into stronger people, making them stronger in fencing, in martial arts, in detective reasoning, in persuasion, in stealth, in mist transformations, in transmogrifications. You can do a lot of stuff by just using a character that has the seasonal knowledge and can teach everything else, but also give a give and take to make sure that the student-teacher mentality can also go both ways, where the student can also teach the mentor. That whole thing of the dichotomy can be a good enough balancing act. But Zach, back to you. Class is on a break right now. I don't want to hear this shit from you either.
They don't seem like it to me. The lady appeared to really want it, and she approached me without even finishing the tour.
Literally. Pressuring me into it more like. But I'm not going to tell Becca about that. Knowing her, she'd only worry.
And she already hired someone to handle the house's interior design.
She was really smoking what?
You're joking. Who would do that?
I mean, can I get their number? Yes. I'm just using that as an example, so just change the name and you're golden.
The rights, apparently.
You mean like the people that made the first airplane?
It's actually pretty funny. She's a bit too excited to get the property, she forgot to buy it. At any rate, they've already signed the agreement today, so it's just a matter of time.
But, are we still talking about the rights that made the first airplane in America? Because if they that rich, could they give me a plane?
And don't tell anyone about this, but Ma'am Hannah also gave us something extra.
She gave me her phone number and a photo of her in a bikini. Like, I don't even understand. Like, does she... Oh, wait, she thinks I'm a lesbian.
Something as in...
Why were you whispering to yourself over there, Becca? Was it over our sleepover plans that we had? Draven just makes me think of two things. Either League of Legends or a very, very alcoholic man that just happens to be hilarious. Yes! Finally, the cocaine references have come full circle. Except Isabella already had drugs.
As in, it's why I can treat you two to a free meal.
Mostly because I spent the rest of the money on my cocaine addiction.
I'm more surprised you accepted it.
I mean, I'm still on the fence with this whole right thing. I'm like, are they American? Because I still got a lot of questions.
She didn't really give us a choice in the matter. So don't lose sleep over this, okay? The couple really want the house.
League of Draven. Yeah, Raven's a very, very popular name to use for someone that's aloof. Like the Teen Titans Raven from both the comics and animated series, except in the comics you don't want to go down that rabbit hole with Raven, just... No! Then there's also Raven from Fire Emblem. Very well written character that way. But so far people only use Raven as a name for like the stoic, aloof badass, but never just someone that just can be a friend. So that'd be a very nice change of pace.
If Rose didn't stop them, they'd likely have paid up front for it yesterday. That's despite the legends, too. I even tried to show them the letter. But nope. I want this house, darling. Go take all our money.
Every word out of your mouth, Isabella, because I know what you said earlier just still angers my very soul, to where, if I could, I would literally rip you into mere atoms and watch as your cells deteriorate into nothingness, to where even Thanos would be like, Do you need the Infinity Gauntlet to snap the rest of existence, where I would also break off his hand, take the gauntlet itself, and then make your own atoms turn into dust with just one single... I'm so sick of your shit and about how you're trying to act about this.
You don't really think they'd believe that, do you? I'm pretty sure for them, those are just rumors as well. No one is that superstitious in this day and age, Belle. Well, there's you.
Right. You know what? I'll just eat all of these by myself.
And then I'll get fat, and then I'm gonna get someone that'll appreciate me because I'm fat. Bella, why are you spelling fat P-H-A-T instead of what the... Don't question me, Zach! I'm trying to get a summer bod here, okay? I begin to gather their place to my side, the food in each still untouched. A laugh almost escapes my mouth, the way Zach's expression quickly changes to disappointment. Oh man, I was gonna eat that! Becca's hand interrupts me just as I'm about to pull her plate closer to mine.
I'm kidding! Don't go all pouty on me again!
She would make a good behavioralist, I guess.
I'm just concerned you'll get hurt if this doesn't happen. I know how badly you want to close this deal for your papa.
She knows how to get them snatch their food, watch the behavior. It's like, oh yay, steak! No! There you go, Emmy. See, ideas just flooding like that.
I'm sure he's gonna be fine now, though, with the money. They don't know yet. I think I'll call them tomorrow. Let them know things will be easier. Mama said this morning he's showing progress with the new treatment, too. It's just a matter of time.
I allowed myself to smile, genuine and uninhibited. It's strange talking about this with other people, even those who have known you long enough. Hold on 1 second, guys. I see. Okay. Sorry, I just saw like an interesting name in my chat log and I was like, Anyway. But today, things simply feel a whole lot lighter with them here. Lunch passes in an enjoyable fashion. I laugh here, a playful job there. Becca touching my thigh for a brief moment before remembering we're in public. But most of it is spent on catching up and telling stories about whatever's keeping us busy these days. Something we couldn't afford to do the day before, taking into account what happened. Even Becca's surprisingly chatty. Is there something in the sea bass we ate? Oh god, I'm still hungry. Zach though, almost less energetic. Oh, Zach though, appears less energetic. God, I can't English right now. While he's far from being the life of the party, he's definitely not the type to keep quiet in a conversation with his friends. But from a few inputs, he's been silent the entire time. If Becca notices...
Are you sure you're not feeling under the weather, Zachary?
My name is Zach, by the way. You don't need to say my full government name, Becca.
Huh? No, I'm okay.
Just stop saying my government name.
No worries, Rebecca.
God, I miss having dreadlocks. Anyway.
Doesn't sound okay to me.
It's okay. I might be feeling a little bummed out today, but I'm sure this will pass.
Is it about the reviews this morning?
Look, I tried to tell you, we're not trying to say it was 12 Years a Slave, but it seemed kind of like 12 Years a Slave. Also, who the f... Yeah, I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna not bother with that one today. No, it's something else entirely, y'all. Don't worry about it. A pained expression crosses Zach's face, and almost immediately, Becca retreats in her inquiry, as though the man's look is enough of an answer for her. I look between the two of them. Did I miss something? What happened this morning? Did I stumble on a big secret? This is why I don't like waking up late.
You heard about those, huh?
Sorry, I just happened to check on some sites this morning.
Nah, it's a very sensitive topic in the first place. I should have expected it.
I mean, who else would have expected me to make a film that's kind of like Roots, but not Roots? Okay.
What reviews?
For his movie, woman, don't you remember? Becca glances at Zach, her motions unsure, eyes asking for the consent on the matter. Although there's a small desire to keep asking on my part, I don't dare voice it out. With Zach, it has always been better to wait, let him speak on his own. Becca too, to some extent, although with her, explosions of temper are more common. In the end, he simply answers with a shift of his shoulders, gesturing for her to go on with a tilt of his head.
It's his movie.
That doesn't explain anything. Stop dangling the information, Becca!
Zachary, I'm not the one supposed to be telling her about this. It's still your documentary.
Can someone just tell her already?
Is it something bad?
Not bad per se. You guys don't need to dwell on it much.
Bad? Listen here. I wouldn't trivialize what those bowheads wrote if I were you. They're ruining other people's jobs.
Sure. From her tone, from how her tone rises in anger, it seems like she's the one slighted and not Zach. A snicker escapes me, while I promptly stomp down on as soon as she sends me a hard look.
This isn't a laughing matter, Isabella. Some bowbag just insulted him.
Calm down, Rebecca. Those are just reviews, and it happens a lot.
I mean, I make reviews all the time. You don't see people being like, "Oh God, this son of a bitch."
I do not ken about you two, but calling the entire film an out-and-out drivel, you're better off watching an educational kids' TV show, and worst 1.5 hour of my life, among other things, isn't exactly a critique any decent movie reviewer would say.
Actually, I have said that before.
If you could call that a critique, did we even watch the same film?
Well, I mean, all I saw was like a ripoff of 12 Years a Slave, but that's just me, but, you know.
Well, maybe I ain't cut out for it. Better stick with my photography or something.
Decent, what? What you mean? What? Sorry, I'm kind of out of it.
If nothing else, this helped me open my eyes to what I can and can't do.
Like, I can't make a movie about people in a field with a man on a horse behind them with a gun and a whip. Turns out there's a lot of films like that, and I kind of was a little insensitive. Hi, Nikki.
You're giving up.
It wasn't a question.
It was just something experimental I did on my free time anyway. It's no big deal.
But you worked on it for months.
Doesn't look like it matters for those people.
Don't say that!
My palm strikes the table. Oh, I'm decent at what I do. It's just certain people are like, I don't know, Chief. Like, I did a review of Klaus recently, and people were like, don't you mean that the feuding family is like Romeo and Juliet instead of this whole woke culture you're doing? I'm like, all I said was the feuding family was like the Hatfield and the McCoys for kids. I said nothing negative about this highly acclaimed film other than how it's dark for what is a PC culture today. Like, that's about it, but fuck, whatever. My palm strikes the table, sending the table were on top, clinging against each other. I didn't even notice when I rose from my seat. But here I am, chest heaving, looking down at him in the same manner a teacher would at any unruly student. Becca's probably proud. Didn't mean to yell, but there are some things people like Zach aren't supposed to say. How exacerbating. He of all people should know.
It's just a review.
Except they're pretty well-known critics.
Who was it? The nostalgia critic? Bruh! Fuck him and his AC/DC wannabe look.
Why does that matter? They aren't the ones calling the shots on this. Isn't that why they have a committee? Right, Becca?
An amused gleam is in her eyes when I turn to her. What does she find so entertaining here? Help me here. Your friend's about to quit his passion for a petty reason. I haven't read what those people wrote about his work, but a few scathing words shouldn't be enough to discourage someone. I should know. After all, I'm...
Failing means you're playing, Zach. Not that I'm saying it's bad. I've seen it from start to finish, and I know for myself what you created isn't something people should scoff at. I don't know anything about filming or photography. Hell, I don't have an inkling of artistry in me except for those doodles I make for class. But I know what I watched. Look at Isabella. It's not every day you see her all riled up like this.
Whatever I'm about to say gets lost in my tongue as a flush of embarrassment blooms across my face.
It was a heat of the moment thing. And anyway, I'll be very angry with you if you quit. What about the exhibit?
What exhibit?
Classified information.
Even if I bring you your favorite tonight?
Nope, not a chance.
Oh, come on! I thought we aren't supposed to have secrets.
A burst of laughter comes from Zach.
Thanks, you two. I might need some time alone to myself for a while. Just to think about things, how I'll go from here, that sort of stuff. Hey, I'm not quitting, Bella. Don't give me that face.
There's no face at all. Only a poor imitation of a puppy dog eyes, if you could call it this one.
You promise?
I'll be damned if I break any promise I make to you guys. Besides, you're right. It's too early to say anything right now. Awards night ain't for another week.
And that's all the answer I need from him. Guys, I am reading chat. It's just, God, I'm so hungry. As sentimental as it sounds, there's fulfillment in knowing another person you know won't take the same path you've walked. It's not like it's over for me though. I still have time. I could still come back. Do my own thing, do what I really want to do. Surely once Papa recovers, once I'm done with everything. Inside my bag, my phone buzzes unexpectedly, breaking the pleasant afternoon lull. The screen shows Rose.
Hey, Isabel. You at the office?
Ha ha. Very funny, Rose. I'm hanging up.
Don't, I'm kidding. BRC says the floor plan copies are ready for Miss McCullough to pick up.
She states that as if it already explains everything. Then out of the blue, she launches a long rant about the awful state of Luxembourg streets. All of which she says in a single breath that I can barely keep up with and make a single word. I stay quiet, if only to avoid becoming the next object of her frustration. She's similar to Becca in that regard.
I'm stuck in horrendous traffic right now. Bloody stupid drivers.
So that could be either Baltimore, New York, Maine, Texas, California, Vegas, parts of Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Chicago. Oh, and Philly. When she has finally run out of things to complain about and stops, what she says next still has none of what I'm hoping to hear from her. Just a quick, mumbled plea for me to meet the right interior designer in her stead, and then...
Anyway, I'll leave it to you. Bye, thanks.
Classic Rose. She ends the call without even asking for my input. On that note, guys, let me first check to see how long we have been live. Two and a half hours. 2.5 hours. Oh my fucking god. Okay. I'm just gonna put my face up here real quick. Don't worry about this. Let me find someone to send some love to, I guess. Screw it. I'm gonna send it to someone I've never rated before. Like, they're well known, but they're about to play Cuphead, so I'm just gonna get the closing screen on real quickity quick. And I'll see you guys later today.
Writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help.
How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? My name is...